Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EIKWmFr Deck 4 with Intel V and Mephius 2. And I see Field Watchman in my first pile. So yeah, that's quite a strong card. Very good start to the draft. Looking at what I'm likely to see back. Resource Seller should go, Remodeler. Um, yeah, Gardening Enthusiast, Tavern Keeper, not really worth much to me. Sculptor's Son, Animal Handler. Probably Convict number 24601 is the next best card here. Gives me a way of having just a really high ceiling game. And Intel passed me Hut Builder. I wonder what else he has. But yeah, should be quite a strong game for me. Oceanographer would be okay to play. Wood, clay, grain, stone, vegetable. Especially the vegetable is nice. Gives me a way of getting it. All right. Looking at this pile, probably what? Not sunrise. Not childcare worker, not basket maker, probably livestock keeper is the pick here. Livestock keeper will be a pretty decent round 13 or 14 play for a couple points. Like even if I played in round 14 and it gives me a boar and then it lets me double breed cattle, which is like 3 points. So yeah, something like that. Master Builder with Hut Builder is very intriguing. Or else Sunday Worker is pretty decent. And even Pasteurization Expert's okay. Probably not Pasteurization Expert. Even though I can play it, take sheep, and then play Livestock Keeper. And then it would be pretty decent. Yeah, probably Sunday Worker or Master Builder. Um, hmm. Probably Sunday Builder here. Or Sunday Worker. Master Builder. Oh, this is my only card from this pack. Darn. I would really like for this to come back because then I might get Master Builder. Pasteurization Expert is pretty good. Especially if I get... no, because I'm not likely to hold them that early. Let's try it. Yeah. What did I get here? I did get 24601 back, so I'll take that. And then Oceanographer. So my stage 1 will be a little tight. I want to play Oceanographer, then Field Watchman, then Hut Builder. But that's okay. And Mendicant. I think Tapestry Weaver would be quite nice because I'm gonna do 4 rooms. But the problem is, what are the odds that I hold? Like I won't have a way of holding sheep early on. The only reason I would take Tapestry Weaver is if I thought I was gonna get past. If I thought I was gonna get past, like if I got mini pasture, then Tapestry Weaver would be fantastic. But I think probably what I'll be doing is getting animals really late in the game. In which case, this will only be worth like 2 or 3 points at most. In which case, probably playing 24601 is better. Yeah, Mendicant just for safety. Got a couple good cards here. Field Watchman likes Brushwood Roof quite a bit, because then you can ignore Reedstone Food in the early game. You just take 3 wood and then you do Grain Field with your second action. Grain Mill Oven, of course. I want to get ovens with as the Field Watchman. Um, Hopefully ceramics comes back. What are the odds that I get clay oven? Oh, probably pretty good if I go for it. Yeah, hopefully I get grain mill oven back. Oh, this is difficult. Which do I want? Stone oven or pottery? I don't know. Quite difficult. Lettuce patch, free point, and it gives me something to sow vegetables on. Although, straw thatched hut is pretty nice. Probably what I'd rather do is let it come back to me. But yeah, I'll probably do that. Take straw thatched hut with my second pick. Yeah, cold metal's alright, but I think lettuce patch is probably a bit better. Feed pellets combos with pasteurization expert. So if I think I'm going to have a lot of vegetables, it works. Although probably I'm just going to have 2 or 3 at most. So, either way, I don't need to take it here. Diary. Should be worth like 2 or 3 wood. Which is about as good as an action. Yeah, so say hi if you're in Twitch chat. I like to know who's watching, if anyone. Usually there are some people. Okay. I want to do 5 fields. If I do 5 fields, then Shepherd's Crock is not amazing. because I can only use it for one pair of sheep at most. Especially if I'm gonna do what? If I get straw thatched roof back, hut builder only saves me what? 2 resources, 2 clay, a grain, and a food. It's not that much. I'll take Sawhorse. Sawhorse is quite a nice card. So what I'm gonna go for is if everything goes my way, I should be able to have a very pretty farm. Between Livestock Keeper and Pasteurization Expert, should be fairly easy for me to get a ton of animal points. And then, of course, Field Watchman should get me a bunch of crop points. Yeah, I'll have to think about if Oceanographer is worth it. I got Grain Mill Oven back. That's awesome. That's really good. Surprised no one took the... So no one's going for an early reno strategy because Star Class Meal and Stonehouse Extension came back. Yeah, maybe I won't play Hut Builder. Maybe my early game is Oceanographer, then Field Watchman, then do Plow probably 3 times, and then sow. Yeah, the Oceanographer gives me 1 grain, which I can bake on the 3rd plow, and then after that I'll have pretty good amount of grain from Field Watchman. Yeah, I guess Hut Builder is probably not worth playing here. If I do get Straw Thatched Roof back. It's still to be seen if I get it back. Whoever took Gardening Enthusiast might see it and think that they could do something. I don't know. Yeah, Straw Thatched Hut's back. That's quite good. If you're unfamiliar, it lets you build clay rooms for 2 clay, 1 grain, and 1 food. So yeah, I can build 3 clay rooms for 6 clay, 3 grain, and 3 food, which are quite easy to get with Field Watchmen. And not only are they easy to get, but it's pretty easy to get and still be efficient, like still have a solid game. Probably here I'll take Madonna statue because I can return Straw Thatched Hut and Diary when I'm done with them. Or Sawhorse. Yeah, I got lots of miners that go pretty well with them being returned. So yeah, my second pick, Hut Builder, is going to be left wanting. The nice thing about this setup is I should be in position to have a very high scoring game. I should be able to have lots of animal points, lots of bonus points with Convict, lots of improvement points with Green Mill Oven, lots of crops with the other guy. So yeah, pretty good start. Guy's played 100 games. I'm a little surprised he doesn't know about this, but yeah, he normally plays relatively quickly. Just the thing I'm trying to avoid is him treating Writing Maniac as letting him pick which occupation he's going to play in round 5, 7, 8, 9, 11. One of the huge parts about that card is that, one, you can't play any of those occupations until that round at the earliest, like, so you can't change your mind once they're down. Also, that the order is set, yeah. I'll play Oceanographer first just to hide my Field Watchman a little. So I'm gonna want to grab 4 clay in round 3, so that I can play probably grain mill oven and then clay oven, or so that I can play clay oven and then ceramics. Some combo like that. Although Intel playing corn sheaf this early is a little worrying. I guess I could have plowed a field there, because then when I do 2-1 grain, I can do a sow action in round 4. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that would have been a bit better. I'll play Field Watchman. So yeah, I'll do probably 3 times take 1 grain, and then 1 sow action. So I have 1 move left that's undecided. How many more? I have 5 more rooms this round. 3 times grain and then 1 sow. Yeah, and then so I have 1 move otherwise. So I could take food, or I can take clay. Well, who knows what Intel's doing? Oh, he has acreage. Right. He has acreage, but still past straw thatched hut. Who knows? Who knows what Intel's doing? I'll take some food. Oh, I should have taken Traveling Players. I don't know if I saw Puppeteer, but I should have. Uh, 4 clay would be good for me, but I think Reed Stone Food's probably a bit better. Gets me the stone I need for my clay oven, so. I can always get 4 clay next round, or potentially 5 clay in round 5. Wonder if Intel took permaculturist. But if he did, why would he not draft Straw Thatched Hut? I really do not understand what he's doing. Oh well. Apparently he needed that grain. That second grain. Probably acreage, I would think, if I'm not confusing my draft with the draft from a half hour ago, but well, it's pretty clear that he's gonna go for one of the ovens, obviously. So I'm gonna have to put some effort in to get the other one. Wow, and Mephius grabs. Well, okay, taking clay makes sense because now the first fireplace is up for grabs. So maybe he'll go for a cooking hearth. I shouldn't judge quite yet. So do I want to sow here or do I want to sow next round? Because if I want to sow here, then I grain sow. If I want to sow next round, or like not even next round, but at some point in the future. Yeah, probably sowing this round again is a good plan. Or sowing this round is a good plan. Next time I sow will probably be in like round 8 or round 9 anyways. Maybe next harvest. We shall see. So I want to get 4 clay next round. If Reno comes out, my actions will be 4 clay and then Reno grain mill oven. Nah, not even Reno grain mill oven. 4 clay and then Reno clay oven for sure. That worked out pretty well. Yeah, I wanted to see Reno here, so that's good. I think you said third letter and the first occupation was S. So yeah, Mephius was doing whatever he wanted to do, right? V seeing that Master Stableman and wanting sheep. Mephius is in a pretty good spot. He gets either first room or he gets 3 sheep. Whichever works for him. Master Stableman's pretty nice with, I think Remodeler was in this draft. So yeah, pretty good. To remind you of what I have. This is Lettuce Patch here. So yeah, Hut Builder went unplayed. So I'm going to play Livestock Keeper and Pasteurization Expert for sure. Maybe play Convict. Maybe just those two. Mendicant if I decide that saving an action now will be worth a bit later. Will be hard to know. Okay, Intel, tape playing Alms. Okay. There was Village Fool out there, so there's some good cards for Village Fool, like Alms, Corn Sheaf. Passing Miners are really good for the Village Fool, because they can throw them away for bonus points without costing them actions, so yeah. Yeah, with Basket Maker and nobody else having built a room, I like V's decision to build a room. Because Basket Maker makes it fairly easy to feed that second harvest. All he needs to do is do a Reedstone food action. And yeah, Reedstone food action on its own is almost enough. Although he did miss out by not playing it, and by not being able to use it in round 1, I think. So. Child care worker for Intel. Okay, so I'll Reno and play Clay Oven. I can breathe a little easier now, because I've gotten an oven as with the Field Watchman. So what do I want to do this round? I need clay again. I need stone for grain mill oven, stone oven. Probably first action read stone food, second action take a grain, something like that. Although I guess I don't really need that read. I could have done something like starting player instead. No, I would rather use starting play. Yeah, I want to avoid starting player until I play Straw Thatched Hut, probably. And I don't have a clay to do starting player ceramics, so not quite ready for that. Although we might see Mephius like grab 3 clay here so that he can do second action cooking hearth. So that'd be a little irritating, because I want to get a nice big clay action at some point. Overall, though, Field Watchman, very happy with family growth coming late, because the Field Watchman is super efficient. So the more efficient you are, you know, with the late game, with fewer actions, you want to be very highly efficient to score a lot of points. Intel plays Brushwood, so he's going to be able to build 2 rooms at the moment, maybe more depending on what he decides to do. I'll do grain and plow. So now, next round, my second action will probably be sow and then bake again. And that'll position me really well for a strong 3 clay room at once build. Yeah, and you know what? There's the stone that I'm going to get for my grain mill oven. So yeah, taking reedstone food was a mistake. I can definitely say that. Unless I renovate to a stone house. But yeah, I think probably reedstone food was a mistake. Oh, that's disappointing to be able to recognize it already. Like, it's one thing in, round 10 to say, oh, that reedstone food was a mistake, but Mephius playing with fire here because Intel can always first action build, and then when Mephius goes on starting player, second action block the major minor space, forces Mephius to starve. So I think Mephius not building cooking hearth there was a mistake. What are the odds that that 4 clay becomes 6 clay? I mean, even 6 clay is not enough because I need another clay for grain mill oven and for ceramics. So I think I take 4 clay, first action, second action, sow bake. So then I end up, I'm a little far behind on wood. I would like to be able to do 4 wood here. No, I want to keep my efficient feeding. I want to be able to, yeah, I want to keep baking a lot. Yeah, right decision by Intel here. Because he can block major minor with his second action. Do like build pottery or something. So since everyone saw straw thatched hut, I think I first action take clay here. Until gets his childcare worker going. I don't value that card that highly, but some people really do. I mean, it can give you 5 food per round at a very key time of the game, but costing a wood and a reed is significant, no doubt. Oh, Mephius starting player Steamer. So he's basically saying to Intel, if you block me, if you block my cooking hearth, then I go on. Then I go on one grain. Yeah, nice, pretty nice by him. And Intel plays cooking hearth, not pottery. That makes me happy. So I will sow and bake. And then I harvest a bunch of grain. So yeah, I have plenty of grain now. So Mephius will take a grain and then steam a sheep to feed. You could always go on traveling players too. It's also worth 4 food. Intel is not able to block room. I assume that was his puppeteer and not him going on occupation. I like RAM. I like RAM quite a bit actually. Lets you breed super early, but he got it out just a little too late, I think. If Intel doesn't, Intel has to first action starting player here. If he doesn't, I jump him in family growth queue. But if he does, I get 6 wood and I pass on 5 wood myself. Because if I starting player first action straw thatched hut, second action build 2 rooms, then I can build a room here, and then he would need to starting player to grow ahead of me in round 10 as well. So we'll see what he decides to do here. I'll be happy either way. 6 wood would be nice. I'm pretty nice with Writing Maniac because you breed and then you can eat the bred animal right away to play the occupation. Okay, passing up on 5 wood's kind of a pain, but this is pretty good too. Nephews plays Fireplace, no surprise. Steamer is quite a weak card, but it gave him a little bit of flexibility there, I guess. Let him feed with the grain space or with the sheep space or whatever. So 2 clay rooms here. 4 clay, 2 grain, 2 food. It's also nice because it lets him have sheep breeding, plus he can get boar breeding easily as well. I don't need to tell him that, but handy, yeah, handy because he can get 2 boar next round. So like if he takes wood and then grabs 2 boar, he can have boar breeding and sheep breeding by the end of the 3rd harvest, which is quite nice. Unfortunately, I can't afford to play Grain Mill Oven right now, so I guess I just play Sawhorse here. V gets another huge wood action. Yeah, V's gonna have quite a nice game. I want to grab 4 clay next with my second action. That'll give me enough to do stuff like starting player Grain Mill Oven, and then or ceramics or whatever. If I get clay oven, stone oven, and pottery, I win for sure. Like there's no way I don't win if I get all 3 of those for how cheap they would be for me. I'm a little tight on food, but oh, and Intel has head of the family. Nice. So I don't even have to compete with him for that next growth. That's really good for me. Yeah, so I have enough clay for 1 more room, which I'll build a stable, my free stable from Sawhorse with. And then I can also do Grain Mill Oven and ceramics, yeah. So that's all the clay I need for the rest of the game, assuming I don't try to eat any animals. V doing starting player here, and then second action 1 more room. If he is, I'm not too worried about it, because it just means I grow 1 round later. I've gotten my key stuff going, which I'm pretty happy about. He has 2 food, but he's gonna need another 5. So Child care worker, quite nice for intel. With that head of the family, it's feeding him to grow really quickly with the head of the family, so it's nice. He has a cooking hearth as well, so he's in a good spot. Yeah, I'm a little lower on wood than I should be, but I think I'm doing okay. I could have grabbed four stone there. Maybe I will grab. Oh, I'll grab 5 stone if it comes to me. No question, because that's enough for me to reno to a 5-room stone house, which is probably another victory condition for me. That if I get a 5 stone room house, I probably win that way too. Head of the family, quite nice for intel, but he didn't get to use it until like 5 rounds later than he could have if family growth came out first. But getting your feeding set up, which he did, is also important with childcare workers. So we shall see. Nobody has any clay, so that makes me happy. Makes it more likely that I'm going to get that free pottery. Vegan of first action family growth here. So let's see what Mephius and Intel do. There's no way Intel lets 5 stone pass. Even Mephius. Mephius won't pass 5 stone either. So Gino is 5. Right? Yeah. Just means that he can't breed his thing. Should feed a vegetable instead, because then he can breed his boar, but whatever. It's his decision. Uh, do I starting player here? Starting player ceramics? Yeah, I don't want to get jumped by the by anything. You know what, actually? I'm gonna do this. And bake one. Going on starting player was probably better. Mephius cannot afford to play pottery because Remodeler is going to decrease his number of stables. Nice. Nice. That's good for me. Means that I'm that much more likely to have my ceramics pottery play work out. I am really far behind on wood. I need to get that going. If 3 wood comes back around, I'll do that for sure. Yeah. While I'm thinking about it, here's my hand again. So yeah, I'm gonna probably play Pasteurization Expert, then take Sheep, then play Livestock Keeper, which will give me 2 boar, and then yeah, something like that. Should make it pretty easy for me to get breeding animals is the goal. Oh, downsizing is fantastic for Intel. Fantastic for the head of the family in general. Oh, is V out of actions? Oh, okay, I'm gonna let this go to... No, I can't let it go to 6 wood, darn. Because he just built a room. Because I have to first action family growth. Sunrise and Mara, that's quite nice. It's a good occupation. The only person who's in a position to take pottery from me is Mephius if he takes 4 clay. Otherwise, Intel and V both need 2 actions. So it's unlikely that they're going to do it. I could starting player again here, but if 4 wood's available, probably I do 4 wood instead of starting player. Because 4 wood puts me at 8, which means that with my sawhorse, the 9th is what? The 3rd, 6th, 9th, 12th is free. So, yeah. I would get to do fence 12. At 8, I can fence 12, yeah. Because then you need a 9th for the 13th and 10th for the 14th, and then the 15th is free. Yeah. But 4 wood gets taken, of course. No huge surprise. So I'll do 3 wood, or I could do starting player. Let's take wood. I can always starting player with my next action. Or play pottery with my next action, that is. Yeah, because I don't want to do plow sow. I don't need to do plow sow with my first action. I'm happy doing take a grain and plow, and then going on sow bake later, because that lets me bake. I want to build a room next round and family growth. So those first two actions are spoken for. And then if I do family growth, no, I don't. So, okay, I don't need a starting player anymore because, yeah, I'm going to grow to my 5th room naturally. I could starting player round 13. So I'll probably do that, actually. Starting player round 13 to get the plow sow in round 14. Because that'll be worth quite a few points for me. Grain or starting player pottery. I'll do green. This is a little greedy because now it's possible that pottery gets stolen. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, V taking clay means pottery can't get stolen. Good. That makes me happy. Though he does have 5 rings, I shouldn't forget that. Unless he paid wood for his 5 rings. I don't remember. Pay stone, yeah, he said. Maybe I should have done something else instead of that grain action there. Because that grain action could have waited. Didn't have to come now. I don't know. Getting another grain is kind of nice because now... Oh, did I already harvest? Okay, when did I sow that? I sowed that here. Yeah, so that should come off. I sowed it in that round, right? Yeah, so I can turn 1 into a room and then sow the other 3. That leaves me at maximum grain points, and then I can bake in round 14. Yeah, because I have 9 food, which is enough to feed in that harvest. Cool. V is now able to build pottery. Now if he does... Well, he just played resource seller, so he doesn't mind going on clay. So yeah, I guess I need to first action pottery if I want to keep it. So that's kind of annoying. If I could get a 4 stone action, that'd be nice. Although probably it'll have to be 2 stone actions. That's much more likely. Yeah, I'm only going to be able to reno if there's a free reno space in round 14. I'm not going to be able to afford the first action reno. But I think that's okay because as good as taking 2 actions to take for 3 actions for 5 points, I can do convict, which is 3 actions for 6 points. Or is it 4 actions? If I play it in round 12, I get 6 points and it costs me 3 actions. Yeah. 3 actions for 6 points. So yeah. That would be okay. Well, this is kind of annoying, but not a huge deal. Get it out of the way. Starting player and 2 points. So V gets plow sow, which is nice. So my next action will be to take wood. My third action will be build room. My fourth action will be family growth. And I'll play lettuce patch, I guess. I do need to worry about getting a sow bake. No, I don't even. It only costs me 1 point if I don't get sow bake next round, so that's fine. 2 wood. Am I going to first action plow sow next round? I could do that. Does Oceanographer pay off right away? Yep. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that grain action in round 11 because I'm going to have bad actions with my fourth and fifth move that I should be using for the 2-point plows on the uncontested grain space. Yeah. Oh well, lesson learned. Oh, family growth is occupied. I did not see that coming. So I fence 12. Oh, I may as well fence 14. No, I cannot fence 14. I can only fence 12. So that costs me 8 wood. Because I saved 4 with my sawhorse. Sawhorse is a fantastic miner. Basically, the 2 wood goes into the stable, and then it saves you 5 wood, which is awesome. A miner giving 5 wood is great. So hopefully 2 sheep comes back. Actually, I guess I would rather do pasteurization expert over 2 sheep. And then again, would I take 2 boar over pasteurization expert? If I take 2 boar, then I skip on pasteurization expert altogether. These guys all need food though, so I don't know. I have to think that Intel will do 2 boar, and then it's pretty unlikely that 2 sheep comes all the way around. Oh, geez, this is difficult. I guess this is fine. Yeah, take 2 boar. And then I can play livestock keeper, or I can do 2 sheep, either of which would be fine. And I've used my straw thatched hut and sawhorse and my ceramics so I can play Madonna statue. I don't need to play lettuce patch because unless I want the food from it, but I don't really think I need it. So Intel took head of the family first pick, passed me hut builder. I mean, yeah, head of the family is fantastic. It makes sense. I guess I've had this discussion before where the stats on hot builder have been lower than perceived. I only want to do one clay action. I guess I could take clay. Could take cattle, but if it just goes to 2 cattle for next round, then I don't need to. I guess I could just take 1 cattle here and that would be fine, but I'll save my last action of the game for family growth Madonna statue. What does he have? Mason? No, I didn't pass him Puppeteer, I don't think. But Puppeteer first pick's pretty weak. Maybe I did pass him Puppeteer. I have to eat 2 raw grain if I family growth here. I also have to eat 2 raw grain if I want to use use my livestock keeper. Using livestock keeper gives me a point. Or I could take food here. Or I could not take food and not double build. Yeah, let's just do that because I might get the cattle passed to me. I'll play lettuce patch. Because then it makes sense for me to do 1 more sow action. Oh, I do still have 1 cattle, by the way. And this does breed. Actually, playing lettuce patch over Madonna's statue is no better. Because I don't want to sow this green anyways, I want to bake it. Yeah, I probably want to do take 1 grain and then sow bake. But what are the odds that I get both actions off? Not that likely. I'm going to have to sow earlier than that. Yeah. Too bad. I kind of miscounted here. Didn't get everything right. Oh well. Yeah, probably family growth there was not the right move. Probably playing livestock keeper was not the right move. Probably what it was better to just take cattle, keep that extra grain. Yeah, because then I have one more grain, and then I can afford to bake one and sow one, or bake both. Oh well. Just in case. Pretty sure there's no way for me to lose. Yeah, Mephius. Well, yeah, three of them want to plow. Or three of them want a reno. So yeah, I should be fine. Just take sheep, and then I can double breed boar if I have an extra food for another point. Go on one grain for a point and a food. Madonna statue's worth 2 points here. Yeah, I'm still 9 points ahead of him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've blown all these guys out of the water. I have no idea what Intel's been doing. Not really been watching, but why did he take 4 clay last round? I thought to reno, but then he passed on renovating twice. I don't know. Yeah, I'm so far ahead that even I don't have to play the last couple of rounds optimally and still win. That's mostly on the power of Field Watchman. My feeding was super efficient, and then they let me get clay oven, stone oven, pottery, free pottery. Stone oven only cost me 1 clay, 1 stone, which is pretty nice. So what point actions do I have left? Taking a boar saves me a food, so I don't have to pay to double breed. Taking a vegetable is worth a point straight up, so probably I do that first. I guess I have a Madonna statue, which is 2 points. There are still 2 improvement spots left, so I'll hold off on that. Taking a grain. I have taking clay, which is a point and 2 food. Yeah, so what? Take clay, take vegetable, Madonna statue, or play grain, something like that. Why did he play wooden strongbox? I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing. This really shows you how important getting the. I don't know who said it. I think it was Hunter. Hunter told me once that to win with the reason Field Watchman to make Field Watchman really good, you need to plow 3 fields early. That's when you hit that point of efficiency that's so strong. Because otherwise, if you only plow too early on, then then when you try to bake multiple grain at once, you bake all the grain from a harvest, and that makes it difficult to maximize grain points. That basically is what he told me is when you have Field Watchman, plow 3 times early on. That's how you get the best efficiency from it. So I've tried to take that to heart. Make sure in the first 2 stages that I have activate the Field Watchman 3 times. And I mean, this game's just been kind of a joke. Lots of things have gone my way too. Like I wouldn't have been able to grow almost any earlier than I did. So late family growth was really good for me. Now I did have to do some starting player actions, so it's not like it's good with no drawback, but so I eat 5 food, a grain, and a vegetable from the lettuce patch, which turns into 4 food. V took 4 clay for some reason. Okay. I have Madonna's statue still, so I don't really care. So yeah, Livestock Keeper was not the right play. Even if with Livestock Keeper, I should take the cattle first, so that when I play the Livestock Keeper, it gives me the ability to double grow boar and breed cattle. Oh well. Gem Hunter is nice with Resource Seller, but Gem Hunter is generally a pretty weak card. Mostly because doing the clay actions a lot early on makes them much less efficient. Even when you have to give up a clay too, it makes it even worse. Yeah, none of the rest of them are going to top 40. So that's pretty sad. And I can pay to double breed or not, doesn't matter. It's the same number of points. So yeah, I screwed the end of that up pretty badly, but it doesn't end up mattering. I score 49, which is enough to win by about 10 points. What was it? Something like that. 35, 49, 34, 38. Did I report? I guess I should report. So yeah, pretty easy game. Not too much to say about it. Maybe my opponents didn't draft super well, but I don't know. Yeah, I also had the best card in that draft by a fair margin. So, not too much to say about that one. Won by 11 points. So, that's it for me for today. Thanks very much for watching. I'll be in chat for a little bit if you want to chat with me, but I am going to take the stream down. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.